Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
it's us.
We're back.
We are your hosts from Fuck This Movie.
You've all missed us so
know.
much.
We've been gone for so long.
People have been fiending out there. Like,
month,
can get their
or more than a
movie
month,
fixed.
It's been a long time. I
It
gotta
has
say,
been, actually, yeah.
I gotta say, if this had been yesterday, I would have had to cancel again.
Well,
So,
good.
Luckily, it was today. So I'm your host, co-host. That's my name, co-host. And,
Coast.
To my right
Co-host
is
nondescript.
another co-host. His name is John Brown. He's too old to be cool.
I am.
And then to my left is another
I
co-host.
host Coley.
And he's the man who watched everything, Mr. Reese Anweiler.
Howdy.
Working on it.
Howdy, guys. It's been a long time.
It has.
So
I don't even
I've been doing some thinking
Yeah. Thinking.
about
Thinking's
this
good.
little podcast that we do called Fuck This Movie.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that this is episode 66. And maybe we've been doing it wrong the whole time.
Oh.
Like I saw a statistic that most people only listen to the first 30 minutes of any podcast episode.
It's probably...
Which
probably
makes sense to
true.
me because they're driving or whatever,
Mhm,
and they never get to finish it or whatever. So this week's episode,
It probably averages out, right? Because
Yeah.
half the people watch, they
Yeah.
listen to the whole thing, and the other half listen to 10 minutes, and then it averages out to 30.
Right.
absolutely. So we're gonna try something different this
Are
week.
you proposing we start with the feature?
We're gonna start with a feature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense. All right.
Yeah. So guys,
Yeah.
like, sorry to put you on the spot here.
I'm ready.
No, it
I
makes
probably
it...
should have talked about this.
It makes
but,
sense, though. I mean, at the end of the day.
It does. Like,
so-
let's
Change
get
on the
into
fly.
it, and then because we spent a lot of time on what
We
you've
have-
been watching. But
yeah, we have
I
seen
think that
reviews, too, that
what
people
was
have
previously
mentioned.
the
like,
"What
not
have you
get
been
into
watching"
it.
segment is going to be the "What else have you been watching?"
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
And then once we wrap that up, we move into the theater.
It allows us to be more flexible with the
Makes
end of the
sense.
show
Yeah.
too.
There we go.
And then also, when we're commenting about what we've been watching, if it was
We
like,
can,
and
we can relay it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of connects to
Yeah,
Eraserhead.
for sure.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's what we're doing. So
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
get ready
From now on, this is fucking groundbreaking shit. Right here.
for all our dedicated listeners out there.
Listener, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Y'all waited 4 weeks for this major
You.
shakeup.
You alone waited
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, we got 3 people.
Talking to you, Matt Wise.
Yeah.
The
He's
wait
probably
is
not even
over.
one of them anymore.
All right. Yeah, it was some fun picks.
Yeah,
Reese's picks.
I did a in memory of double feature celebrating the 10-year anniversary of David Bowie's passing and the 1-year anniversary of David Lynch's passing. I picked David Lynch's debut feature, Eraserhead, from 1977. It's kind of wild to think it came out the same year as the first Star Wars movie. It just feels
Right.
such a different mood, I guess.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah,
it's a
for
different.
They
mood,
seemed
but-
exactly the same to me.
Uh,
that should have been the double feature.
Right.
David Lynch was at one point signed on to direct The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been a terrible movie.
I know. Yeah. Oh, it would have been odd.
You got Dune instead.
They would have had no roadmap for Return of the Jedi. They'd be like, wait, what?
Okay, so Eraserhead, 1977. First-time father Henry Spencer tries to survive his industrial environment, his angry girlfriend, and the unbearable screams of his newly born mutant child. And the tagline is, "Where your nightmares end."
Yes, I suppose.
And then, I don't know how much of a plot synopsis. This is a concert movie, but from 1979, directed by D.A. Pennebaker. Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Hammersmith Odeon, London. I guess, is that the town? Hammersmith Odeon?
Must be.
London, July 3rd, 1973. British singer David Bowie performs his alter ego, Ziggy Stardust, for the very last time. A decadent show, a hallucinogenic collage of kitsch, pop irony, and flamboyant excess. A musical symbiosis of feminine passion and masculine dominance that defines Bowie's art and the glam rock genre. And the tagline is, "The historic farewell performance of the king of glitter rock."
Glitter rock. Glitter rock.
We basically ended up, not exactly, but pirating Ziggy Stardust, and I really wish someone would. I'm guessing it's a rights with the music.
Okay, so
but if this could get a remaster, that'd be awesome.
Here's the thing. So I noticed the thing. We got it from Randy's thing, and I've noticed because I use Randy's thing at home, and it started doing a thing recently where it automatically defaults to the fastest download speed. And there's like, if you click on the 3 dots, you can actually like increase the, like we could have watched it in 1080.
You think?
I know we could.
Oh, did you go back and try it? Or?
No, I just know that we can because I've because the next time I tried to watch a movie, it was a newer movie at my house on the same thing.
Yeah,
it immediately looked pixelated and old as shit, and it was a new movie. And I started fucking around with it. I'm like, oh, for some reason, it's not automatically set to play at the highest quality. And so you, for each thing that you watch, you have to go in and like physically specify the higher quality. And it just so happens that was the first thing that we watched when this new little like thing had been roped in.
Because we went straight from the Blu-ray for
we could have watched a better quality thing. I'm quite sure.
Oh well, I mean, we got the point across. I mean,
we did. I mean,
it was
that is the thing. It's mostly musical, so like concert videos, I think it's less important.
Yeah, well, especially for concert video from 1979.
Yeah, for sure.
Like there's not a lot of.
It was actually kind of homey. Like it actually added a little something that it was pixelated.
It was like a home video, like someone just in the audience.
If I would have watched the VHS tape, that's what it would have looked like. You know,
VHS might have looked a little better.
Probably so.
But no, I don't know if you guys have gone into it at all, but I have been also listening to this album since we watched the movie, and it's a great album. I've listened to it a couple times on vinyl and had it. I definitely appreciated as well.
The music. It'd be interesting to actually do a dedicated listen with like proper shit studio headphones.
Yeah,
it makes a big difference. It would be really interesting to hear it in that.
On the David Bowie thing, I'm not a huge David Bowie fan. I don't dislike David Bowie. This was my like most overexposure. Like I've never listened to that many David Bowie songs in a row.
Yeah,
you know,
right?
Yeah,
it was my first time really of any kind of exposure.
I will say that just my basic takeaway from that specific concert video was the tune "Changes."
Oh yeah, it's a great song.
It kind of stuck with me for a couple days. Like it's one of those that like. It was kind of like on my like annoyingly on my brain, you know, for the next couple days.
You get that change.
Yeah,
stuck
I know.
In your head. It's like, here's your change, sir, and you go,
exactly. I had a little bit of an after effect from that particular tune. But yeah,
I appreciated. So I had zero. I didn't even know that fucking Major Tom was David Bowie until we watched this.
That's crazy.
I've heard the song a million times, but it's always been on the radio. You know, so never looked at whatever. And I've never listened to any David Bowie. I've never tried to listen to David Bowie. So zero exposure for me. And I definitely respect the shit a lot. It wouldn't be maybe my go-to listen all the time, but I definitely would like to sit down. I mean, the newer album that you played when we tattooed on you, that was actually a really fucking cool album. So I can definitely, after watching that show, I get why he's such a phenomenon and people, he's so beloved.
He's the kind of guy I fell in love with the character and the artist before I actually like really started diving into his music. Right. I mean, like I've been watching Labyrinth longer than I can remember. And that's
for
like
sure.
David Bowie image I had in my head. And then you just kind of learn more and more about him, and he's just seemed like just one of the all-time greats as far as
the music is super solid, and like I can appreciate any artist. I mean, and, back then it was like the glam rock thing where there was plenty of like that kind of effeminate.
Say that though, but
crossover.
This is 77. This is like glam rock really wasn't like in full force until the early 80s.
Well,
like he was kind of like a pioneer in that way.
I'd say he's a pioneer, but it was present in the late 70s because it almost immediately, like in the 80s, I feel like in the 80s it went from glam rock to just cock rock. I think that it like immediately
hair metal and
I think that
Kiss and
like
AC/DC.
because that's the thing, like he's more like that was more like glam rock, like big wacky boots and then
my biggest go-to for hair rock is Guns N' Roses. That's the most like butt rock.
No, I think it shifted really quickly, and like those guys were still effeminate, but it was like a different thing. Like glam rock is definitely like just the presentation is way bigger and wilder.
And the I feel like the songwriting and the storytelling is a lot.
No, the songwriting is very solid for sure.
It's not just about like fucking chicks and how awesome rock and roll is.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's all that shit was. But yeah, I definitely walked away with appreciation. And yeah, the songs were very solid. It was super well composed, and I do appreciate this particular concert film for just the amount of effort they put in to actually film it as a film. You know, like you see it a lot more now, but I feel like that's where this was really pioneering. Was the actual effort to, in a very dynamic way, capture a live performance instead of just like, hey, here's a guy. Like, instead
of just like, here's Elvis on stage. It's like, this is what the tour looked like.
Like actual camera work, actual like footage of the crowd, actual dynamic camera work up on stage. Like, I think that's where this thing was. It felt pioneering in that way to me. I hadn't seen anything of this age do the things that it was doing, because the stuff that it was doing, I've seen more in like, 90s, 2000s shit. So I thought that was really cool about that.
Something else that struck me too was how obviously it's a David Bowie movie, it's a David Bowie concert, but like Mick Ronson and some of his other band members were like very famous in their own right. I mean, like, I think half this fucking movie is Mick Ronson just doing solos.
Yeah, oh yeah. Jizzing like, all over the waiting crowd.
John Brown did not appreciate guitar solos.
I don't naturally.
It's just somebody stroking his cock in front of an entire
It's
audience.
It was pretty fucking hilarious because that analogy just strikes so true.
When they like prop their like leg up on a speaker and like are just like thrusting.
Well, again, and then you get that, and then to go to the crowd and it's just a bunch of women just like, "Whoa, please!" Like, okay, all right,
wiping their face.
Dude, for real. Like,
I don't feel like you ever see like footage of like fucking Beyonce concerts, and there's just the front row's just men just like screaming for her.
Yeah, exactly. Just like dudes rubbing their shit. That doesn't happen.
It's a sticky front row. Yeah, but I mean, like, also just very impressive. I mean, I think you were even talking about some of the guitar work going on, that it was like as impressive as it just inherently is. Probably was even more of the time of like kind of revolutionary. Yeah. No,
I was very, very happy to have. I think it was I appreciated the pick because I sat down and now know, where I probably never would have ever bothered to it. So I really appreciate it all in all. Yeah, better quality would have been nice, but I mean,
and it was totally available.
Most of it wouldn't
to watch it again.
Mean.
Yeah, we tried to watch Zootopia 2 like I think later, like that weekend. It also looked pixelated. I'm like, wait a minute. I started fucking with it, and like, I probably watched like 4 movies on that platform since then, and every time I've had to go in and physically change the playback speed for each one. Like,
it's obnoxious.
I need to talk to Randy. Like, he got some issues on that thing.
Yeah.
I definitely will
I still appreciate he was able to get it when nobody
else. For sure.
I mean, the next option would be like a $40 Blu-ray that we'd wait 2 months to ship from the UK.
I would have just skipped it.
I definitely will be listening to. I need to sit down and do a deep dive next time I work on some stuff at home and just put some Bowie on. Try to get a segment of Through the Ages every like 5 years.
I highly recommend it. I mean, I know like this is probably what most people think of when they think of David Bowie, is these suits and this crazy androgynous person singing about aliens. But like, I mean, like those last 2 albums I showed you, he's got so many different eras, and it's always David Bowie, but it is different sounds, different almost genres in some ways. I mean, even I'm just looking at him in the Labyrinth movies, I don't know. He's just such a legend, kind of very singular. There's not a lot of people I feel like that the epitome of a rock star, in that they are a persona, they're a character.
Yeah. Well, I feel like
multifaceted.
I feel like we're getting the thing now with like the modern age is we're not getting guys that have that longevity.
Yeah.
Right. Like they're starting to die off, but like he's kind of it's drastically different, but the character as an artist and musician is akin in my mind to like Tom Waits.
Yeah.
It's like a person that does his own fucking thing for an entire career and does everything, and it crosses so many different boundaries. Like we don't really get that. We don't seem to get that in modern
not in
modern
like the
musicians
mainstream.
and shit
like
anymore.
Obviously there's always, you can find any genre if you go obscure enough. But
yeah,
like,
there's
Lana
a
Del Rey,
handful.
I feel like is kind of a persona, but even she is like, she's not making movie projects, or she's not, like she's still engaging with people on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's just different. We just don't have the same kind of and also like a guy like that is in a pop frame, like in a popular framework is.
Yeah.
We definitely
that's the other thing I was thinking with Mick Ronson. Like when was the last time we had like a very famous band that had multiple famous people in it and not just the famous lead singer?
Oh yeah,
like,
no,
you
it
could
almost
name
always
multiple people in this band. Fucking like Maroon 5 is like, we don't have a lot of mainstream bands. It's really depressing. And like everyone knows Adam Levine, I think is his name.
I know the name. I don't know him.
But I don't know if I could even pick out the other guys in a
No.
lineup.
Well,
that's a
yeah, for
Maroon
sure.
5. And it's like one of the biggest bands in the world, weirdly. Even like Coldplay, Chris Martin. We know Chris Martin, but I don't know.
Well, it's typically only like musicians or people that are like fucking music nerds that even bother to like know the names of the rest of the band anyway. It's definitely
band, like big band, like everyone. It's all pop stars now. It's all like
for mainstream.
You know what? Music is timeless. You can go backwards and find music.
Oh, I mean, there's great music.
Find music that you didn't even know existed
as a social.
If you want the
cultural
band,
icon.
I suggest you listen to the band.
Right.
I did. I watched their concert movie last year. Not Homecoming. The Martin Scorsese one. They're great stuff. I love the band.
They are fucking great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
also
it.
Eraserhead.
All right. So we got
the
the special interest out of the way. Let's talk about the first feature film of John Lynch or David Lynch. Goddamn, John Lynch.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
David Lynch's first feature film.
Just so solid. There's always.
I was surprised.
In a good way, or
I was surprised that it was like super fucking weird.
Yeah.
To the point of I don't know what's going on, which is what I've felt with almost every David Lynch film I've ever seen, except for The Elephant Man.
Right.
Yeah.
And like when I saw The Elephant Man, I thought like, oh well, this is just old, and he hadn't really found his weirdness yet. But no. He
started out.
Turns out Elephant Man is an outlier.
Yeah.
Because it's based on, an adaptation, and so he had source material that he had to follow. So I think he's just a big fucking weirdo.
No, I mean, this is like, I feel like everything else is way toned down from this, because this is the only one that, like, I really appreciated the filmmaking, but I mean, I don't know what this was.
It was like shit happens that I don't understand.
I mean, so it's
almost 90 minutes.
You could understand some of it, and you can get a direction, but there's no finish to this thing.
I would recommend giving it some time. Give it a few months and then rewatch it. This was only my second time watching it, and I felt very much like, oh, I totally get like everything that's going on. Like,
well, I mean, I can imagine some things, but I don't know.
Explain the Eraserhead to me then. Like the pencil erasers. Explain why.
I think, well, first of all, obviously the whole movie is about his fear of becoming a dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think that whole, what felt like an extended dream sequence was him kind of like trying to come to the idea that he was going to have to just bunker down and be a dad and get a job. And that was literally,
right.
He was commodifying his own brain. He was like, if I have to do this, I'm gonna have to go to a factory and just get turned into a product.
Yeah.
And I thought it worked really well.
No, I mean, it's
like I said,
it's obviously about.
I was totally lost also the first time I watched
about
it.
fucking children and childbirth. Like, it's very much that. And I can get that, just the fear of being a dad, but it got like the stuff that weirded me out more was the stuff that seemed angry that he even could be a dad. You know, like stomping on the sperm and like pulling them out of his wife and
there was some really just disgusting imagery.
Just like so, it was like aggressively like fuck.
I feel like you really think about different aspects of being a parent, even just like literally what reproduction is, and there is some like just really gross stuff when you stop and think about it. And and like even the idea of, I'm surprised there wasn't like a birth scene. Maybe he would have if he had another $20,000 budget.
If he had enough money, he probably would have.
I'm sure that would have been terrifying. Yeah. Just, a person splitting open and then like a smaller person coming out of them.
Well, there's especially this fucking thing that he went with as far as the aesthetics of his kid. No, I mean, I really appreciate the film for sure, but all I would say is it felt like his later stuff feels a little bit cleaner. This felt like just looser, like he spent more time on things than he really needed to sometimes. Yeah. That's the only thing I would say is a criticism of the film.
It did kind of drag for a shorter movie.
Yeah.
It did kind of, like, some of the scenes definitely were just like, okay.
So I think that it's just the pacing of this one is probably his worst pacing,
I gotta give him props because...
But it was his first fucking film. Doing some really weird fucking shit. So it's hard to pace really weird shit really well.
Props that Elephant Man is the outlier because everything else is just fucking weird and it's hard to understand.
Well, I mean,
I feel like you might be right, but you might also be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Like I said, like his shit's so fucking weird that like it could have been about like fucking anal sex and we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you look over Twin Peaks and it also has some really weird like what the fuck moments. They're just spread over.
Well, so that's the thing. He usually in a lot of his later stuff, like the really weird shit. He made moments, and like this is just like
it's
all of
not non-stop.
Every scene is one of those moments,
My like biggest moment in this film was just realizing that I knew who Jack Nance was. Because I've never seen Eraserhead before this, but this poster that we have displayed, if you're watching on YouTube right now. We have it displayed on the screen right now. This poster, like, I've seen that poster. Like, everybody knows that poster.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, I'm aware of Eraserhead. And then, like, to find out that it's this man, Jack Nance.
Yeah. Right,
and it's just like, he's in, like, every other thing that he's ever done. Just things, older.
Until
in Twin Peaks, he's like a main character. A very central character.
Until I watched it, I think I literally always thought it was Tim Robbins.
It kind of looks like it.
Yeah, for sure.
There was like one scene where it hit me. There was one scene where we were watching, I'm like, whoa, I know who that guy is. And it's just like, bah!
Yeah.
And I had to look it up, and I did. I IMDb'd it, and
I don't think I ever would have got there with the facial hair.
There was one scene where like it just, the face got me. I'm like, I know this guy.
Probably an expression in the eyes, maybe.
But like once you see it, like, I mean, it's, he's got like the butt chin and like, you just add some age to
also just have that big hair.
Guy.
Imagine if he had that hair just every
all the
movie
time
for the rest of his career.
He's like 90 years old. He still has that hair.
Yeah. I mean, definitely stuff. Like great filmmaking, but the abrasion, constant abrasion with a constant weird. I would say that this is probably the most David Lynch movie you could watch.
I was gonna ask though, and I don't know. You're better with these statistics than I am, Reese.
Statistics.
Is this our first revisit for a director? Because I know we've done some director double features, but have we ever?
I mean, like we did Inglourious Bastards, and then we did
Okay.
Yeah, well, not to mention old fucking Lars Van Trier also.
Yeah.
All kinds of that motherfucker's movies.
Yeah, okay. There's not our first revisit. We've done so many revisits. I've just chosen to block the Lars Van Trier out of my brain.
Yeah.
God,
we don't
never do Lars Van.
No, we don't need it. We don't need to do it anymore.
I
don't know. We might still have to do the Dogville sequel.
I do want to watch
nobody
that.
Even
I
knows
will
what it's
watch
called.
that.
Melon or something.
Melon.
It's an M name.
We'll watch Melon, the movie.
Oh, isn't it Mandela or no?
No, it's
Mandela the movie. Yeah,
Mandela.
It is an M.
Not about that guy.
I really did appreciate watching his first film. To put all his other stuff in context.
Yeah, it's nice to see that sometimes weird people have always been weird.
Yeah, well, like I said, to me, I feel like he toned his shit down, and I think he
I think David Lynch is the biggest fucking weirdo ever to walk the planet.
Well, I think he made his weird more making it more moments. It's better in moments than just constant.
Yeah,
I
feel like some people make weird movies because they think that weird is cool. And David Lynch
for
makes
sure.
weird movies because he's fucking weird.
Yeah, there's not an intention to do so.
He's just a fucking weird.
He's just making the projects he wants to make, and they happen to be really fucking weird.
Yeah. I mean, that's what art's supposed to be, man. You make the ideal of existing as a functioning artist is to be able to do the thing that you do.
Manderley.
Okay.
Mandela was pretty close.
Yeah.
Mandela effect.
Meandering to the Manderley.
In fact, for all I know, this used to be called Mandela.
Invectus.
And the effect happened, and now it's called Manderley.
Yeah, Eraserhead, I would caution too, don't watch this movie on acid, because you might lose your mind to this fucking sound.
Or if you're trying to...
the sound was kind of atrocious.
The sound was crazy. Well, I mean, it was,
it's uncomfortable.
It was intentional.
Cringy.
Yeah,
it was very cringy.
He really made you uncomfortable.
And it fit right with, it's not the most, set designed movie, but the sets that are there are just so... There's so many, the weird... heater that had almost dirt just growing out of it, or the potted plant.
That is one thing I do want to give props to for this film is I love just the random shit in the most industrial and dirty ways that make up the set. It is a treat. It fucked me up quite a bit.
And the prop of the baby too. There were a few really just gross things.
Yeah, that thing was fucking disgusting.
The dinner that they have.
Oh yeah.
The dinner. Yeah, that was a great scene. We got to talk about the dinner scene. The whole setup to that too. That's the introduction to his girlfriend, who, can't even imagine how long they've ever been a thing, because all the interactions from all the characters are so just so weird and so forced. But yeah, bringing out these little tiny, the whole bit too, it's the new thing, these tiny chickens.
Yeah,
I just had this realization because I kind of caught you guys off guard with this new format. But did you happen to get the little tagline for this film? Normally we start before we Eraserhead. I read them both back to back, and then we just jumped right into Ziggy Stardust. You did read this?
Yeah, the tagline was this is where the nightmare ends, I think.
Yeah, which is a pretty... It's actually a pretty good tagline.
The tagline is where your nightmares end.
Yeah.
It's kind of where your nightmares begin, because this is the first installment of a David Lynch movie. Really, they're all just one big dream sequence.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I dig it. It's iconic for sure.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. I've always seen it. Again, I've seen this image so many times without any concept of what it was, even that it was a David Lynch movie.
I think this is kind of just the quintessential cult film. If you go into a place that sells cult classics, this is going to be on their shelf.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was glad for the pick. I was glad I watched it. It was definitely solid.
I am also going to, the rest of this year, then I'm going to try and finish
it. It actually makes me want to watch them all in sequence.
Of all his films?
Yeah, I'm going to try and... I've got only... besides the Fire Walk with Me, I have only Lost Highway, Wild at Heart, and Inland Empire.
I really want to watch Wild at Heart. I've been wanting to watch.
I'm wanting to wrap up the David Lynch filmography this year.
I'm due for a rewatch of Lost Highway, and that is, I've seen it, and it is inexplicably fucking weird.
Yeah, like, I've never seen that one yet. That's on my list.
It's fucking
still.
weird. It's kind of got that like, you know, like kind of like Mulholland Drive, to where it's just like we're doing a thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, wah! New plot lines, new characters.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's kind of like that, but it does it a couple of times to where, like, you just are starting to get, okay, I kind of think I know what I'm going on. Like, I kind of think I know what's going on. And they're like, waha!
Yeah.
But now we're over here, and we're doing this thing.
Yeah, and that's like, not resolved. So
it's like, oh. Yeah. We're like, so we're never going back there, are we?
Right. Yep.
Surprisingly, I don't really have any idea of what Inland Empire or Lost Highway are about. I guess I've never really looked.
I've seen Lost Highway. I could not fucking tell you. It's
about being lost in the David Lynch experience.
No shit. It is about being lost. There is a highway in at least one scene.
I've also never actually finished Twin Peaks, and so not only do I want to watch all of that, I watch Fire Walk with Me, and then I want to watch Twin Peaks: The Return.
I think I got really close to finishing Twin Peaks. But I don't know, probably at least 6 episodes to go. Then I did try to watch like the newer season, and it was just like
Twin Peaks: The Return is extremely hard to follow.
Yeah, no, it throws you.
Hard to follow.
It's fucking vicious and just throwing you in some shit like immediately.
I think the most important thing is the agent.
Dale Cooper.
Yeah. So that actor is in the series, but he doesn't necessarily play the same character. And so if you go into it thinking this isn't necessarily the same character, it'll make a little more sense. Because I lost like 2 episodes just because, like, wait, why is he over here? Why is he doing this? And it's just like,
no, it's a weird thing he did, because it's not exactly the same, but
he's credited
still
on Letterboxd as Dale Cooper / Dougie Jones / Mr. C.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a whole other thing going on.
I never got to the part where it was Agent Cooper.
No, I do. I'm in dire need of finishing Twin Peaks and then Fire Walk.
And we kind of started it as a podcast.
Yeah.
We watched a couple episodes, so maybe somewhere along the way we'll pick it up. And
But this is the year. Gotta watch all of Twin Peaks.
Oh,
I've already
I
started.
Really,
I'm watching it with Z.
I've seen Fire Walk with Me. It's interesting.
And that's gonna be a twofer for me, because it's a David Bowie movie and a David Lynch movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. At summation, definitely, like, if you haven't seen any David Lynch stuff, watch David Lynch stuff.
Yeah.
Be prepared if you jump into this thing.
But don't jump in like this is gonna be a popcorny horror movie or something. Like, this is basically like a student, surrealism, horror, psychological thriller. It's not a normal movie.
No, this is just the thing you have to watch. Don't have any preconceptions at all.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that does it for the features, unless you guys have any other additions.
I do appreciate the pick. I think that's
all right.
We're good.
So I say, for the first time ever, what else have you guys been watching?
Boom.
I'm sure there's nothing, because it's only been
there is
a
crazy amount that, I mean, I guess we can, I don't know when we want to talk about it, but we did
we can
all have
skip
seen
around.
Talk about Have Fun, Good Luck, and Don't Die.
Yeah, see it.
Yeah,
Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. I saw it twice.
I want to see it again.
Can you remember the order of the phrases?
Reese, I'm sorry.
Good luck, have fun.
I should have sent you an invite.
Yes, Good Luck, Have Fun.
I don't know if you were available last Saturday. It kind of came together in a hurry, and all of a sudden we ended up at the theater with 5 people. And we got there, and I looked at John. I said, I don't know why I didn't message Reese.
Wow.
He might have wanted. I don't know.
Thanks.
You probably had plans on a Saturday
I'm
night.
pretty sure I was busy.
Yeah, I'm sure you had plans anyway, but I didn't think about it. But I did say that to John.
Yes,
we had a whole group. It was a fucking crew.
Oh man, that's fun.
Yeah, we took a half a row anyway, and it was a good time.
It was a good time. It was a super fun movie.
That movie to me is like fucking perfect. I'm already like ready.
I was within the first 5 minutes, I was just on board.
Absolutely.
He has a real quick line of like, "Where were you when the record stores started disappearing?"
Yeah, well, like it's super on the nose. All the just calling out everything that is everyday bullshit now, and the fixation with the phones. I love the scene. The backstory of the teacher, the Hispanic dude, when he's just walking around the classroom and just looking at all the stupid shit, and it's what the stupid shit is.
I'm pretty sure I watch teachers don't go on sabbatical. That's I looked it up. That's not a thing.
I still have refused and will refuse. I will never engage in TikTok.
Yeah,
but that shit on that movie is what because I don't do it, but I tattoo people and they sit there and mindlessly do exactly that.
The only thing it wasn't accurate is they don't watch it once and then flick. They watch it like 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So you're like, and just like, oh my god, put your fucking headphones on.
I think one of my favorite scenes is like what you're talking about with the Hispanic dude who's the substitute teacher,
right?
And like he's walking around the classroom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he
that
walks up
great.
behind this girl who's like just like fucking doom scrolling, and she's like scroll, and like all of a sudden there's like a fucking video of some like hot chick doing something, and she's like, "I fucking kill you, bitch." and just immediately like she types a real quick sends and immediately just like scrolls to the next thing.
It's maybe like fucking kill yourself or something like that.
It's something like just like fucking die, bitch, or something.
My partner AJ has been at this or last school year. They started. They are teaching a 4th grade class, and just everything that they've told me, everything in that scene was so accurate. But he's like, Are you allowed to have phones? Like, I don't know. Are you allowed to have phones in war? Because that's what this is.
Yeah. No, from the teachers that I know, when I ask things about things in school, they're usually like, yeah, we just don't.
Yeah.
We don't do anything or say
school
anything.
Right now does kind of just sound like teachers holding on for survival while hopefully their students all graduate.
Yeah, their kids are doing whatever they want, not paying any fucking attention.
Oh my god.
I love the fucking movie. I think it's damn near perfect.
Yeah.
It's immediately like it's February, and I'd be shocked if I saw a movie that I liked more.
Yeah.
That I like. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
No, it was
great movie going experience. Like I had a fucking blast. Like and getting to go a second time with all you dudes and like there were so many funny scenes, and you just look and everybody you just look over and like everybody's fucking dying laughing over some of these one-liners and stuff. It's so good.
No, it was super on the nose, super great pacing, super fun. Was it Sam Rockwell?
Sam Rockwell,
his performance was fantastic for sure. I love every take. It's fun that we're in a place where we're just constantly like imagining the AI apocalypse, but every iteration, every imagining has been fun and on the nose. So
also the just so depressing the normalcy of the getting your kid cloned multiple times.
Oh, actually, that was one of my favorite parts. Yeah,
the scene with the couple and the
we decided we're gonna have fun with this.
Yeah, we're just gonna have fun with it. We had her freakishly tall, like fuck tall.
How this movie addressed
she's super racist.
School shooting was great because it's something that no media really covers.
Besides maybe like South Park or something.
Yeah, so South Park I loved that. Did you ever watch that episode?
I don't think I've watched their school shooting one though.
Oh, dude, the school shooting episode in South Park is fucking fantastic. Yeah. And that's the best thing I've seen. You don't see much of it, and this is one of the first times I've seen anything that really just is kind of abrasively poking fun at the concept, but in a really poignant way that's really just that just owns you. Like, this has become normal.
Yeah.
That level of normal. And
I
it's
feel
fucking
like even
crazy that we're there.
5 or 10 years ago, that whole sequence I feel like would have been really controversial and people would have thrown a fit about it. But like when you literally have politicians saying like, sorry guys, school shootings are just a cost of what we got to pay to have guns. And like, Well, you could kind of say whatever you want about mass shootings now, because the people who could stop them have said they're just a fact of life.
Yeah.
So
That scene with that couple, and they're like, you've had 4 kids killed in school shooting. Well, no, we just the one.
Yeah.
Like
Our
daughter was killed in a school shooting, and then we had her clone, and the clone was killed in a school shooting, and then that happened 2 more times.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh.
yeah, I need to rewatch. I hope it sticks around for
all the interaction too with the technician in that scene.
Oh,
with her is great, and just how it again. Just
you sure you
so
want to
much
go
of
with
it-
weird?
Yeah, so much of it's just on the nose. How tired you are of
I'll just
dealing
put
with it.
sports.
You know, just like come on, like let's go. Like you're this.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, when,
And-
when
but
when the
also-
kid's out playing sports, he's out playing basketball. They don't even have a fucking
Yeah.
hoop. He's just
Yeah,
Miming.
what's great too
Oh
in
my
that
God.
sequence is like they're talking about shooters also being cloned. And like, yeah, the government pays for those. Like that cracked me up. That was good.
like completely deranged. Yeah, we do the shooters too.
Yeah.
We can make it to where they don't shoot again, or at least they're 70%
Yeah.
likely to not shoot again.
No, a great, satisfying ending was a lot of fun. Just the character development across the board was really well done.
The ending was my favorite part. I think it's actually brilliant because this is a Groundhog Day movie, but like they don't actually do the Groundhog Day thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
You just see like the last day.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
Or
the
second-
beginning,
spoiler, second
of the
last.
start over, you
Yeah.
know, but like you're taking his word for it the entire movie, and then sorry, spoilers, guys, you should go see this fucking movie. It's your own fault. But yeah, the fact that like the ending of the movie is like you kind of start over, and it's like okay, well, it turns out this like fucking this thing that we were trying to do this whole movie was a shit show.
Yeah.
Obviously, waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
But we've got the thing, you
Yeah.
know, and it's just like we're gonna do the thing. The thing I loved about it is if they make a sequel, I feel like they're perfectly set up for it. I will be there. I'll buy a ticket, and
Yeah.
it'll be great.
Well,
And if they don't make a sequel, it was ended perfectly. I don't need closure. I
Yeah.
know exactly what this movie is.
yeah.
yeah.
You can imagine it leaves everything to the imagination
Yeah.
to how this would wrap up. But even if they did make it, it would. I don't think there's any fear that it would be any kind of redundant or like I can imagine a really dynamic movie just how they set it up and what this would be, and it'd just be so much fun and so different.
well,
Still, than this
imagine
movie.
a Groundhog Day like series of films, right? Like, because they're like
right.
3 or 4 like Groundhog Day style films where it's like we relive the same day over and
Right,
over again.
right.
Where this would be the first time where it's like we do it with the films, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
each film is the same day over again. You know.
Yeah. No, yeah,
It-
that's a cool concept for a formula that's super new.
It's also kind of like we mentioned when it's like they fixed Terminator when they go like, well, wait a minute. When you try and go back to kill Sarah Connor and you fail, why don't you just go back again and try again? It's like, oh yeah, they did it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, going back and trying.
That's another thing. When you first brought it up to me and we had a little communication via text, it was like trying to compare this to other movies, right? And Terminator is a big time go-to. I brought up Everything Ever All at Once. You said it's like every Black Mirror episode.
It is almost like an entire season of Black Mirror,
Yeah.
like condensed into a
Yeah.
2-hour
But
movie.
this second viewing, it hit home for me. There's one film. It's actually a film franchise, but there's one film that this is more like than anything. To me, this is The Matrix.
Oh yeah,
Like honestly, The Matrix is like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
when you
he's
you
basically
think,
trying to like stop the Matrix
Yeah.
from
yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Well,
it's
while
like,
acknowledging that you already basically are in the Matrix.
Yeah.
That's what I love about the Matrix as an analogy is like you could argue that we're already there right now, and that's what this movie was doing. He was trying to show people like you're basically already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, he had that little speech. It's like, if we succeed tonight, is because you guys will have realized that things around you are fucked up. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and but like the best was like with his like the princess, the girl in the
Right.
dress. You know, when you see her backstory and like she's allergic to Wi-Fi,
right.
like basically technology, and then she meets this dude who doesn't believe in phones, and like it's like the perfect guy for her.
Once it did his backstory, I immediately knew it was his mom.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As soon as you saw the Sam Rockwell's past and his mom, they specifically don't show her face. Then you're like, okay, well, we'll wait for the twist.
That's always a giveaway, but the giveaway to me was him drawing the sun.
Yeah,
you know, that was when I'm like,
they're giving me some breadcrumbs there
for sure.
But it's a great movie. I was kind of going into expecting a good time and just was kind of blown away by the quality.
Yeah. I was blown away by the dude, like the boyfriend that just is just like, well, why would I stay in? Like,
honestly, I was going to say his
world?
Performance in that small role was actually really good.
I loved his line. Are we all like? He's like, "What's the point? Just to go through small experiences and let them grow? Like,
No, that line got me too. That was like, fucking hilarious.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Just a fucking phenomenal movie.
No, it's a fun movie, but it's also just a really fucking good movie too.
I feel like we're gonna get to the what you should go see in theaters section at the end of this episode, and Reset should be number one, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Start with it for sure. It's fucking good. I've seen it twice now, and like it's not enough. I also took the missus the first go around. She loved it.
That's the other thing. It feels like it would be a crowd pleaser.
It is a fun goddamn movie.
You're seeing shit ton of things you've never seen on screen before.
Exactly.
The effects were great.
There's a cat monster that like defies all logic, and I love it.
No, I wasn't even like. It was funny when they were in the scene at the house where he's like, you don't know what's going to come up when they start just like spitballing bullshit. Like I didn't even think of
it's just like everything
of that as them creating
totally the
AI
Ghostbuster
prompt,
scene.
which is what it was essentially. Guys. Yeah, like that's so funny. Yeah, it was a kick-ass movie. No,
well, talking about how like hard to think of a better movie coming out this year. This and Bone Temple and Iron Lung. It's like an incredible year for sci-fi.
I haven't seen the Iron Lung yet. I need to.
It's great.
You've seen this already?
Yeah, this is the real indie movie that somehow came to Warsaw.
I want to point out one more thing before we skip past onto the next thing. The scene where they finally find the little boy. And they're trying to get his attention, and the boy screams, and he punches him.
Oh, yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Goddamn,
that was
dude,
so
I lost my shit.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that was the same child actor from Send Her Home, Take Her Back.
Oh, right.
I thought it was the same kid. I was like, that. It looks just like him. I go, nope, it's not him. I guess it's just another bald freak kid.
Another bald weirdo.
Like, damn, this kid's going to get stereotyped as a bald weirdo.
Put him on the list.
Oh, shit.
Probably a terrorist.
Iron Lung, I guess, that's been since we last recorded. Is if you're familiar with the internet creator Markiplier,
nope.
He like fully independent financed a sci-fi movie. It's kind of like basically single location, him and like a little one-man sub diving into an ocean of blood.
Right.
Really, really interesting and unique sci-fi movie. But yeah, it's like those three, Iron Lung, 28 years later, and
well, we're also getting
and we haven't even gotten like Dune Part 3 yet.
We haven't got Dune. We also I'm excited for the Bride.
Yeah.
Now that I'm seeing that, because like that's a really fresh thing too, because it's Frankenstein's, part of the Frankenstein story and mythos, but like the 30s or 40s or something like that.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, like that's really going to be pretty fucking.
I love
the
originals, the Boris Karloff Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, and to me, it's one of the few exceptions where I actually kind of prefer the Bride of Frankenstein for a lot of reasons. It just adds all dynamic that the original film didn't have.
What the crazy thing is, I guess I haven't watched the first Frankenstein movie very much. There was so much in the Bride of Frankenstein that I was like, oh, I thought this was in Frankenstein. Like him meeting the blind man and stuff.
Right.
And then, like in Young Frankenstein, they parody all those scenes, and those are all like scenes that are in Bride of Frankenstein. It was interesting how those have kind of been conjoined over time.
Well, I mean, you look at the Dracula Nosferatu thing, like since they're all just like a swirling mess of the same things that are taken in different ways and in places. So
I do think that it's going to be hard. Like my expectations are going to be hard to be met for The Bride, just because I saw the most recent Frankenstein, and it was so well done.
Well, I mean, I don't
in
really.
A way, you're competing with that dude, and that
well, I don't have any. That's the thing is, I don't have any expectations for this at all because of where it's going with it. Like, I don't think you should because it's something so drastically different.
Take. I mean,
like I would have had expectations for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein because he was doing Frankenstein. So doing the story, just the story of Frankenstein, I would have some expectations. But also with knowing Guillermo del Toro, I had no fear in that he was going to meet those expectations or surpass them, which he did. But this thing is like a whole other thing. So I'm just excited for a whole new thing.
I don't know enough about her as a director to really know if this could. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be?
I mean, the trailers seem very exciting. Like it's just a new thing.
Yeah,
her last film, I think it was maybe. Yeah, the Lost Daughter is on Netflix. I think that movie's great. So
really? Okay.
I have hopes for the movie more because of her as a filmmaker than just it being a Bride or a Frankenstein related project. And also Jessie Buckley is an incredible actress. And Christian Bale. I was literally just like, when was the last time we saw a new Christian Bale movie?
No, I'm excited from the cast. I'm just excited for everybody involved. That's one thing that makes me stoked for it. But all right,
Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
I mean,
Annette
his sister
Bening
directed. Of course, she's going to find a spot for him.
All right, so we all watched that. So I'll run through my list of things real quick. Not a whole lot of some stuff that's
actually, I think, John, before you get into your list, I think we've all seen the Bone Temple.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that.
Was that? Has that been?
It's been that long, yeah.
Yeah, it has. That movie had not come out the last time we did an episode. It's been that long.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, and we've all seen that since. So
actually, you might have seen it. Maybe.
Yes. Okay. I had seen it.
You saw it, but we hadn't seen it, so you
night.
couldn't really talk about it.
Yes.
So now we've all seen it now, so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was fucking.
The Bone Temple's fucking awesome.
It's so good.
The two films together, like this franchise coming back around from out of nowhere to finish this thing, like especially after having a fucking shit sequel to the first film, to come back with this and really just bring it all home is like so exciting to me.
Yeah.
Especially since 28 Days was one of my favorite films of my life, to see it actually come back to this and get what it deserved and it to become the thing it's become.
It's like when
is so satisfying.
There was like no world in which you could possibly see getting a good Blade Runner sequel, and then somehow we were blessed with Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, exactly. No,
like,
for sure.
What?
Just the perfect fucking sequel, like carries the whole
I think it's the greatest zombie movie ever made. And I'm talking about specifically 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
See, it's funny because it even has the least of the infected. Like interaction with the...
It's to me, a zombie movie. It's there was a line from The Walking Dead. I can't remember what season, but like it's the season where they meet the priest, and he's like, these days, like the people are almost as bad as the dead.
Yeah.
And he's like, and Rick Grimes is like, people are worse.
Yeah,
you know, definitively. And to me, that's always like that's the story. Is like it's because basically it just puts you into this state.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, it puts you in. It makes the worst.
It's every man for himself.
It makes the worst of people come out.
Yeah.
And that's been the tone since the first film, since 28 Days Later. With everything that happened in that film, it's definitely been the tone. No, it was
Bone Temple with Jimmy
It's funny too because technically these aren't even actually zombie movies. These are not zombies. There's nothing zombie about these at all.
What's the last time you watched a zombie movie where someone is curing it?
Well, and just what they are. Just technically, they're not fucking undead. They're not eating anybody.
Yeah.
That's not what these are. So it's not even actually.
It's a zombie movie to me.
No, I know. I'm just saying technically, in spirit it is, but it's
honestly. I don't know if you guys have you seen all the George A. Romero. To me, this film is what Day of the Dead wanted to be.
Right.
Because Day of the
Dead... I have never seen Romero's Day of the Dead. I saw the shitty new version.
And that's good on you for not seeing it, because I've seen all the Romero movies.
Right.
Day of the Dead is actually not a very good zombie movie, but...
Wait, okay. It's Dawn of the Dead is in the mall.
It's in the mall, yeah.
Okay.
So
I've seen his big three: Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead. I've seen those three.
Okay, so Day of the Dead it's obviously a little bit after the outbreak, and so there's this compound where they're experimenting on the zombies,
right?
And the zombies start to get smarter and they start talking,
right?
And so to me, there were a lot of aspects from this movie that totally reminded me of Day of the Dead,
right?
Of what that movie wanted to be, but this movie actually did it, the way that it should be done. And I gotta say, Ralph Fiennes might be my favorite actor living today. Ralph Fiennes is fucking
he's
so
ridiculous.
Good.
He's the entire movie.
He's ridiculous.
After
28 years later, I was like, man, I want to see him fucking riding that Alpha. Didn't get that, but I got him dancing with it.
Yeah.
And that was so fucking fun.
Yeah.
That was so satisfying.
That's... also, I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan.
Oh my god!
That scene was killer.
And so the fact, when he was flipping through his records and came to the Number of the Beast, I'm like, I own that fucking album. I love that album.
Yeah.
I know exactly what's going to happen here, and I fucking love it.
It was so perfect too with the characters, the Jimmies, who would have been born or fucking babies when this thing happened. They'd have no fucking idea.
No fucking context.
No idea.
No context. Yeah,
so,
people today would have no.
And the actors send look of wonder and they were like, fuck yeah, they were so engaged.
You couldn't tell which of them actually believed the devil was a real person and were pretending to believe the devil.
Right.
And that moment, I think that they're portraying that they all believe this is actually the devil.
And so one thing too, after watching it, because we watched the 28 years later in theater, me and my family, and then my wife and kids watched Bone Temple on their own, and Alicia was felt that there was a big disparity with that end scene from 28 years later.
How goofy it was?
How goofy the Jimmies were and the thing the Jimmies were doing. Then for the experience of the Jimmies, I didn't feel that way actually at all.
No, I think it was meant to be very off-putting. This is a completely different vibe.
For
sure.
But
I do kind of think it affected the performance of this movie because I wanted to see this one again, and it was in North Point for 2 weeks.
So I agree, it probably did, but it's kind of a bummer because when I watched it, I thought it might, and I was warned by someone that it did, but I didn't think it did at all. I think it actually worked perfectly fine. And they still did an amount of the Jimminess.
It didn't affect my love of the first movie at all. I got annoyed anytime someone was their number one complaint was that ending.
That ending was fun.
2 minutes of the movie, and it's just a cliffhanger. Why is it affecting your...
It was... I didn't know there was a cliffhanger coming.
Yeah.
Getting the cliffhanger was cool. And then also, it's just fun. I love the upset to the tone.
Spoiler alert, there's a cliffhanger at the end of Bone Temple also.
Yeah, and it's probably the cliffhanger people were expecting.
Yes. From the other one.
The other one.
Yeah.
But, exactly. Can people not be surprised sometimes? Yeah. Is that not fun? I know
exactly. Yeah, but and even so they were doing flips and shit, but they still, they did enough of that stuff. Yeah. They did enough physical stuff for that to all still make perfect sense.
And I think
it felt good.
Compared to what Spike, right? What he's witnessed in up to that point in his life, they were pretty wild and fantastical. Even just their outfits to anything he's ever seen before.
For sure.
That intro really does make sense. And I also believe Again, I feel like Americans so easily just forget that they're not the only country in the world. I believe Jimmy, his like appearance is like directly inspired by a real world.
Yeah. It's a whole like
European
character bit. Yeah, it's just somebody dressing up like Trump, basically.
Yeah,
all
which
right.
is like
So we spent a lot of time talking about the Bone Temple, and without giving away any spoilers, and we all having seen the movie, do you think Jimmy's gone?
The Jimmy or
the cult? The Jimmy. Do you think he's actually gone?
Yeah, I think he's gone.
You don't actually see him die.
Yeah, I mean, from the writing, like I could see them not, but also like with as well as they've done with bringing things back around, I would be okay with it. It wouldn't like. Yeah. I think it would be. They could do
it's
it
very
well.
possible we get a movie that has no Jimmy and just a Jim.
Yeah. No, I was at the end of the movie when I saw the car, I knew exactly where they were, and I'm like, "Fuck, yes, thank you." And it was just so perfect.
No, what we'll see is Samson is going to have the blonde wig and the gold chain. He's
gonna have a gold tooth.
He's gonna be talking like Jimmy. Right. He ate Jimmy's brain and reincarnated.
I'm super excited to see where they go with that, and like Ray Fiennes' performance, his genuine love and care for the Alpha. For Samson was fucking just awesome. You know?
I was actually like so bummed that he was dying because like I fucking want more of this character in the third movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Spoilers again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, John, I'll let you go back to your list. I just thought that
that was a good call because we hadn't actually talked about
I wouldn't have tracked that.
It's been so long.
And I guess the other one, if you want to do a group discussion that I know is going to come about, the Fallout.
I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, you haven't
finished it yet?
All right, well, that's for another episode.
It's great.
Oh, I know.
I have finished it, and it is great.
Yeah.
But that's for another episode, I guess.
So, stuff that I've been watching. One thing I did watch movie-wise, I actually just have a couple seasons after a movie that I watched, After Hours from Martin Scorsese. I don't know who wrote it. I don't think he wrote it. But just a wacky, not at all what I would expect from him. Just kind of the misadventures of a guy out on the town in New York and just getting into some shit. And it's a lot of funky stuff, weird situations, fun performances. Fucking fun. A lot of fun. It's funny because the guy, it basically is this dude goes out, meets a girl, decides to get out of the house, I think because he was at work, and the guy kind of just relates. There's a fun scene of this dude like, well, I want to, this is temporary. I want to do something big. And this guy goes on, and the character just kind of looks around at the bullshit office he's in. So pretty much just tries to run out on the night and pretty much chase tail. Doesn't get the tail, but winds up in a bunch of weird situations from the tail. Keeps getting women wanting to give him tail, but he keeps avoiding it, and it keeps making his situation worse. Like the first chick, he ends up just like running out on her because he thinks she's burned because he finds a medical book about burns in her room, and then he runs away for this other situation, comes back, and she's killed herself. And this other girl, after that situation, tries to bring him in when he's out on the streets, running around New York, and again, immediately falls in love with someone to make it with this dude, and he just bails there, and then a few more scenes, she's hanging up wanted posters around town because now there's a mob looking for him. It's like, man, if you just would have boned these ladies, I think you could have. And it was what you set out to do. What are you doing? This was your whole job. That was your task. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So after that,
still a lot of those early Scorsese's.
After I watched this, I just took a quick look at his different films, and there are some things that I didn't think were his, and I hadn't seen that were surprising. So, I mean, a lot of it's gangster stuff, but he definitely does really well with non-gangsters.
Yeah, sure. I haven't even seen Mean Streets.
Yeah.
Some of his real, even popular early ones I've not seen yet.
Yeah, it's a to-do list for sure. So after that, I watched The Beast in Me on Netflix. Did you watch that one?
I have not. Is that a miniseries or
it's a miniseries? Yeah,
I haven't started it yet, but I was.
It's really fucking good. Yeah. It's fantastic. Fucking.
Is that Claire Danes?
I think so.
Yeah. Seems right. And
her
Matthew Rise? Maybe?
Yeah, her opposite, the villain in the show, was fucking fantastic. Like, awesome character. Like, he's a piece of shit. You know, he's a fucking piece of shit, but he still just sells you on, like...
I haven't seen that actor, Matthew Rise, in a lot. He was in The Americans.
Okay.
Which is like a 80s Russian spy thing told from, like, this family.
Right.
It's like a husband-wife who are Russian spies in the during the Cold War, and like they have like 2 kids.
Yeah, I was curious to watch that. I never got around to it.
It's a really fucking good series.
Yeah.
Great chemistry between the 2 leads, and I guess they're actually like married or together today. Like,
right.
Like,
nice.
And like their chemistry totally, like, you totally get it on screen, and it's just it's like. He's like more Americanized than she is. She's like extremely Russian, and like he's he's just like, I kind of like that. Like things are better here, you know. Like,
right.
Like it's not fucking cold. Like we have technology that we don't have there. Like,
right.
You can watch these arts and movie, you know, and it's like she's just like, oh, you're not. She's just like very like fist pounding, like oh god, like you're becoming one of them, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a really fucking cool series.
Now the chemistry in this show between the two leads is very, very good too. They're at odd, but then playing into each other's egos and situations quite a bit. But yeah, I definitely recommend watching it. It was very satisfying. All the way up to the end was very satisfying. And then the other thing, I've only got 3 episodes in, but I started watching the Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
You know what? I still just can't. I can't summon it in me to give Game of Thrones another chance after that season.
All right,
the original finale.
I'm gonna fix this for you, Reese.
This is good. This is way different.
I have watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's only 6 episodes. Yeah. They are shorter episodes. They're only about 35 minutes.
It's a whole different tone.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms is the best Game of Thrones product that has ever been presented to you. It is fucking phenomenal. It is not Game of Thrones. I mean, it's the world, but it's a completely different presentation. It's almost quirky.
Yeah.
I started watching it, and I text my boy Jocko. I'm like, hey, man, have you watched any of this Night of the Seven Kingdoms? He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, I've read all of, what's the guy who wrote?
George R.R. Martin.
George R. He's like, I've read all of his shit. This is the only this is the only thing I've ever read twice.
Wow.
And apparently it's supposed to be like 13 novellas, like the adventures of these 2 guys, and but he's only like completed like 4 of them or something. So like, you know, so it's gonna be him be like, oh, this is what I was thinking, and they're gonna have to like.
He write?
This 6 episode run, I would say it's probably under 3 hours for the 6 episodes to watch. It is fucking fantastic, dude. I'm telling you, you can like I thought the House of the Dragon was good. Like you can completely keep it separate from those other series. It is its own thing, and it is fucking great.
Yeah, it is. It's way more fun. It's a whole different kind of character. I don't know.
Every episode, there are 6 epepisodes. Every episode is better than the previous episode.
So I just ended on the reveal at the end of episode 3. And I'm like,
dude,
fucking.
So you get to that.
Let's go.
Every single episode gives you a bigger high than the ending of the previous episode. It's just fucking fantastic. It's the best. It's the best anything from that world that they've done.
So I haven't watched the House of the Dragons or whatever, and I didn't really have much. I didn't have any.
I think you should though. I think that is good. I think that is really good. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, this gives me more hope because and I never finished the first season either. Like I actually stopped when Jon Snow died and just never got back to it. Yeah. So I was well out of the loop, but I think it's fucking cool.
Yeah. I think it's, to me, with only 1 season, if it were to end today, which it won't because they've already signed on for a couple more, but
13 more seasons.
Yeah. I mean, there are
17.
It is like
ain't the movie.
Yeah. Jocko didn't tell me there were supposed to be 13 novellas, and like he's only completed like 4 or 5 of them. So but he had planned 13. for these two characters, and like, but I mean, like the first one went so fast because it's literally 6 episodes, and
like the 30-minute episodes.
It's almost like a sitcom, and it is kind of quirky and funny.
Yeah,
there's a laugh track.
There's not a laugh track, but there is like
it's way more of a comedy.
It is way more of a comedy.
It is, and it works really well and is very fun.
But it has the same level of like violence and like gore. Like I don't know, it's like that the Viking thing that you liked. You know,
oh, the Norseman.
It kind of has a Norseman vibe.
It does, actually. It does.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't speak highly enough.
And
I didn't even have it on my list for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking phenomenal.
I'm very satisfied with it so far. So, yeah.
I did just get HBO again for a month to watch some things on there.
Dude, you got to do it. Just take the plunge.
I think that you'll like it.
Take the plunge. I will say the first episode probably won't grab you, but by the third one, and you've donated.
I was grabbed by make it through the first 5 episodes.
I think the first episode is.
I know
like the first episode. Like the fact is, they do get better every episode. Yeah. So
most, something I kind of miss.
It reminds me of A Knight's Tale.
And
makes me want to watch
A Knight's Tale. So
it actually feels a lot like that.
Yeah,
it's very reminiscent of that.
I don't know why. I guess we never really get these anymore.
It's Game of Thrones Knight's Tale. That's what it is.
Pilots. I like a good 90-minute start to a show, and it's like a movie and shows you everything's going to be going on and the characters, and then it's like, and now the adventure starts. I feel like
for sure.
We just I appreciate that
pilots,
TV
like
we're getting
big movie extravaganza style
right.
pilots.
Yeah,
like Breaking Bad. The first episode was like 2 hours long.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I miss pilots.
It is a nice formula.
Maybe
Lost had that too. Had a big epic pilot.
Yeah, even Twin Peaks. I think the first episode's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was a movie. It was movie in length. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll give it a watch. Especially, 6 episodes, 30, a good 35-minute show. That's hard to come by.
Yeah, you'll love it, man.
I really enjoy the lead.
It'll make you watch the dragon thing.
Yeah.
I think you should watch the dragon thing. Is pretty cool.
From what I heard, the second season was so dragged out. It just does not interest me. I don't know. Maybe if that series finishes, because it's not done, right?
It's not done.
Maybe when it's finished and everyone's like, "Wow, the whole thing was really satisfying," then I'll give it a shot. I'm not going to be building up my fucking hopes for this year.
Be dashed again.
I think honestly, I think that series specifically goes a little hevier on the incest than the others, and so maybe
isn't that the whole thing? The Targaryens thing?
Maybe people were just really turned off by it because the season you're speaking about, there's like a lot of like cousin on cousin stuff, I feel like that might have been a lot of people's
drug out
issue.
incest.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that pretty much does it for me. There's this other movie, Beckett, watched. It was pretty satisfying for what it was. Beckett is a guy who gets being chased by cops and goons in Greece after a car wreck kills his girlfriend. He sees something.
Is his name Beckett?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Shitty name. I hate fucking... I did not expect that.
Just generic name of a character in the movie for some reason.
Just happens to be the title. You could call this all kinds of things. But it was pretty good. It was satisfying. The guy wins out at the end of the day and takes a lot of shit. He gets the shit kicked out of him and just keeps going. It's a nice, hopeful story.
Yeah.
But that's it for me, though.
Reese, if you don't mind, I'll go next.
Go ahead.
Let you just finish us out here.
Yeah, then I'll just ramble on for 2 hours straight.
So the one thing I need to mention first, because you guys were both way ahead of it from what I was, I finally saw Predator Badlands.
Oh, I forgot you missed that in theaters.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it in theaters, so I finally got to see it, and I enjoyed it. It's probably the best Predator movie, but still, I kind of get this feeling like it's probably the best Predator movie, but it's still not as good as the worst Alien movie.
Oh yeah, that's true. But they're moving in the right direction.
And so it's
I'd say it's better than the bottom 3. It's definitely better than Alien 3 and 4. But probably at the. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's better than Resurrection.
There were still some I don't know, to me, some of the makeup for the main dude kind of bothered me at times. It was definitely very popcorny.
The appearance of the Predator?
The appearance of the Predator. I think there were some makeup things I thought like that's clearly.
I don't know.
They went a lot more.
Is it? I didn't think any of it was makeup. I just assumed it was.
It was a split. I think
like masked
for the most part. The Predator was like completely prop, and then his face was exposed. And eyes were exposed with like green screen, so they could actually capture his emotions and then use that motion capture to transform.
Yeah, his mouth was CGI. That was not,
I believe most of the movie.
That's
but
fair.
He had the rest of it was actual physical.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part,
it was just a weird mix.
For me, right?
Because it wasn't 100% CGI.
Yeah, but
I mean, I appreciate that they tried to do.
What was nice though is they actually like. I appreciate the effort because they wanted to show a Predator speak, and
it was about the.
That's a thing that you really can't do. With physical
it was kind
props,
of a foreign language film,
unless it's the most complex robotics you got going on.
I mean, there literally wasn't a human character in the movie, which I think is. I mean, that's pretty rare as far as live action.
But I would agree though. It's not as good as the Alien franchise, but the good thing is they're moving finally in the right direction to catch up and to be a good franchise. And that's what I really like. I'm happy with because they just like fucked around for forever and shit was just bad.
Yeah.
And so at least they're trying now.
But
it is very popcorny. Like it's fucking wholesome. It's a goddamn family movie at the end of the day. Like he makes friends and overcomes things. Like, but you know what? Fuck it. It's still like so much better than so much of the other shit, and it's different.
I love the characters, even like down to the small characters like that. His tools and stuff. Like they don't have lines or even character arcs or anything, but like they really got across emotional connection with different creatures. And
they definitely went for a world building approach that I did appreciate. Yeah. I thought it was good. Like I said, I think it's the best Predator movie
for sure.
So anyway, one of the reasons, the main reason that it's been so long since we've done an episode is I had some health issues. I have an orthopedic issue that flares up from time to time. It flared up. And then like right in the middle of, I was in this issue where I could not walk. I was on crutches / knee scooter / whatever, just hobbling around. I also got this like gnarly head cold that was going around. So I was sick and injured. Horrible thing, but it led to this one glorious day where like I literally couldn't leave the sofa, and I just watched 4 movies. Like Molly was at work, so it was just me in front of a TV, and I watched 4 movies in the course of a day, like with some naps sprinkled in between. But I thought, Molly doesn't really get into horror shit, so this is a time for me to check out some shit that I've been missing. And so I started off. I knew that I needed a rewatch of The Witch. And I'd only seen it once, and so I did a rewatch of The Witch, and like, you know what? I learned that I don't think I ever finished The Witch. I think I watched The Witch, like came home with a bit of a buzz at 1, like probably like smoked something and like watched it at like 1 a.m. And like I think it was one of those where it's like I was like in and out of like I think I've seen the ending, but like I missed a lot of like the like less like the last 25%. I was kind of in and out, and doing the whole watch all the way through, like I had a much higher opinion of the film than I had previously.
It's so good.
It's fucking wicked, man. Like I dug it a lot. Really good film. I feel like it's gonna get better with every watch. For sure.
I need to rewatch it.
On just some of the best period set building, costumes, dialogue. Yeah, it's like perfect. Yeah, it's so incredible.
It's what the Blair Witch Project wanted to be. It gave me that vibe. Like it was eerie. It was an eerie movie.
Yeah.
So I ordered some Bob Evans breakfast, and I started my morning off with watching The Witch.
Nice.
And I took a nap, and then I think I watched it on HBO Max, and all 4 of these movies were on HBO Max. So HBO Max, I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna watch another movie, And it's really like spamming this movie called Companion.
Ooh.
And so like, you know what? Fuck it. This looks cool. I'll watch this. So I watched Companion. And have you seen this one yet, Reese?
Yeah, I saw it in theaters last year.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. So like what's weird about this is I accidentally watched a Sophie Thatcher triple feature that I absolutely did not plan to watch. So Sophie Thatcher is from Yellow Jackets. She plays like the younger version of what's her name? I don't know. The one from True Romance.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just kind of like an AI, like quirky rom-com whodunit
comedy. Yeah.
Like murder gore comedy. Yeah. It's like a horror comedy romance, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to pin it down. Yeah,
it is really hard to pin the genre. But it was just like a fun movie. And
nice.
And like I watched it, and like afterwards they're like, hey, you like this movie? You should watch Heretic.
You may
it's
also
like, you guys have talked about Heretic, and like I've wanted to watch it for so long. This is the day. I'm watching Heretic. So I watch Heretic.
Another A24 movie too.
Yeah, and this movie, Heretic.
Forgot about an A24 movie.
God damn, why did it take me so long?
It's
I will
blast.
say, it is so good. The dialogue in this movie is so good. Hugh Grant is so good.
Yeah, Hugh Grant's fucking awesome.
I kind of hate the last 20 minutes
in the theater for that first 45 minutes. Just like every
the shit about Monopoly being a ripoff some other game. Like, I paused the movie and got on my phone. I'm like, is this true?
Yeah.
Like, the fuck, it is true. Okay, like that actually did happen. That was a thing. Like,
no, it does like turn into it turns into a typical horror movie at the very end.
The last 20 minutes, I think the thing that got me is like not to give too much away if you're listening to us for some reason and haven't seen the movie, but like when he first forces them down in the basement, and like they're down in the basement, like immediately try like, oh, let's climb up here, and like she tries to climb up and like the board rips off, and all of a sudden she rips off a board. She's holding a long ass board with 3 nails. I'm like, well, that's gonna kill him. like immediately I'm watching the movie and it's like there's an hour and a half left or something, or an hour and 10 minutes left. It's like, well, that's the murder weapon for the villain. Like, it just immediately was kind of obvious.
Right.
And then the last 20 minutes, it did kind of just turn into every other horror movie. There was so much substance in this movie.
Yeah.
And to me, the close was a little weak.
Yeah, I think I felt the same. It's such a great build-up that you're kind of... And I feel like there are occasionally horror movies that do this. I think Get Out was kind of like this the first time I watched it, where the whole movie is going so heavy with like deeper, more metaphors and visuals and stuff, and not necessarily leaning into this is just a horror movie. And then the finale is horror movie, and you're just a little disappointed. Like, you almost part of you kind of wants Hugh Grant to not end up being really a bad guy, he actually is right, stuff like that.
At least just don't make it be I'm chasing you to kill you.
Yeah.
Like just turning it into a chase where a bad guy kills innocent victim.
It kind of turns into I'm going to kill you because I can.
Yeah, there's so many other things. There's so many other ways to
so
handle
intelligent,
that.
so well thought out, that the fact that like it was just all like lies to do this other thing was just like, okay, that's kind of a waste.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
it is a good watch though.
It is a very good watch. Like, I think it's almost a little too much for my wife, but like she hates religion enough.
Oh, she'll get a kick out of it for sure. She'll enjoy it.
But she would hate the last part for sure. Yeah. She would hate the last 20 minutes because that does just turn into a horror movie.
Right.
So anyway, I take a little nap after this, and I wake up and HBO was still on my Roku, and now they're saying I should watch X, which I've already seen, but I had never seen Maxine. I had never actually finished the trilogy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch Maxine before I call it a night. And so I watched Maxine. And I got to say, fellas, it's my least favorite entry of the trilogy for sure. But Sophie Thatcher is in the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, holy fuck! I just watched the Sophie Thatcher trilogy accidentally.
Well, and if Companion had been A24, you would have watched 4 A24 films.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I was satisfied with Maxine.
I could understand why it's the most divisive.
There's a lot going on
but I
in the
loved
movie. I think that may be what it is, that there's a lot more happening, I feel like.
I had a lot of problems with it, honestly. It just kind of seemed like a typical 80s slasher film to me.
I think that's what they were going for, though. I mean, that's like clearly the intention. So
that didn't make me like it more.
No, but I just...
And then the whole, like, her dad is the, like, villain...
But see why
storyline
I liking it is that they went in the direction of the villain is the preacher and the catharsis ending of getting to kill the preacher.
Right.
I felt like it was kind of the more satisfying ending away from how Heretic was a little...
You kill a priest or a preacher.
Yeah.
Sin.
Yeah. No, I thought the ending was satisfying. I mean, yeah, I could have notes of it too, but I thought overall it was good enough.
I just thought it was my least favorite. I felt less connected to her character.
Yeah.
Of any of the films,
right?
That I'd seen.
Well, it's the same. It's the same character from.
It is the same character.
Yeah, from X. Yeah.
But it isn't, because she's like a big porn star now.
Well,
she's
just
a cunt.
Well, it's like it's the next step in her shit. That's what I took it as. It's
did work as like
phase.
All not of her redeeming qualities are gone.
The finish to her arc of surviving a slasher, and that she is a survivor now and owns her situation.
And I did
also a complete.
It wasn't a complete miss for me. I do enjoy the trilogy, and I really like when the detective is like, "Oh, these other girls, like like they could, you could save lives or whatever. You've known all these, but you could save lives." And she's like, "Well, they should save themselves." I did,
Well, I mean,
it's like
yeah.
Yeah, like I dug that line. That's cool.
Right.
I just thought the overall presentation was just very, I don't know, man. I went and saw Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die Twice, and both times they showed me the Scream. What number are we on?
Oh,
like the new Scream.
That looks...
I feel like I've seen the entire new Scream movie twice.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that trailer at all. I don't know.
Dude, avoid the trailer because you like Scream.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
But you know what?
Literally, they give you the entire goddamn.
The thing
movie.
is,
I can tell you the twist.
Here's the thing, though. Like, they give you the entire goddamn movie in the trailer, but it's exactly what you think the movie's going to be.
Yeah.
Like, like, I watched it. I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I thought this would be. I didn't want to see this now. I didn't want to hypothetically see it with knowing what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
This trailer was entirely too
long. They need to let that
man.
franchise die, dude. It looks bad.
It now feels like they've kind of jumped the shark with it, because they had one storyline going with all new characters.
Right.
And then they got what's-her-name to come back. And so they kind of just ditched half the characters. Like, no, let's go to the legacy character.
Yeah.
All the characters that we said were dead are back to life now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty silly. It's pretty fucking silly.
But yeah, of this day of movies, The Witch, Companion, Heretic, and Maxine.
All single titles.
And I think the most surprising to me was Companion. I just thought that was a fun movie. I don't think it's like overly great or whatever. It's kind of quirky. It's got Jack Quaid, the guy from The Boys.
Honestly, the whole ensemble.
Yeah, it's got the dude from What We Do in the Shadows.
Yep.
Yeah, the fucking companion. The companion from What We Do in the Shadows is in Companion.
The guy who plays his boyfriend, and the gag, they kept returning to the same first meeting and stuff, and just slight changes and stuff. You've seen Companion, right?
No, I have not yet.
It's on HBO. Hey, check it out. It's a really fun watch.
No, I remember when it came out. I did want to watch it.
So we saw that they on Peacock they had added this series, The Burbs, which is based off of the
Tom Hanks movie.
The Tom Hanks movie from the 80s of the same name. And Molly's like, "Hey, you want to watch this series?" And I'm like, "Did you ever see the movie?" And she's like, "There was a movie?" And so I'm like, "All right, I'll tell you what. We'll watch the movie, and after watching the movie, if you still want to watch the series, I'll watch the series with you." And I gotta say, the Burbs movie not only holds up, I think it was better than when I saw it in the 80s.
Honestly, yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's really, it's one of the weirder Tom Hanks movies.
It really is. So I watched the whole first season of the series. The movie's a lot better.
Is it? I mean, I assume it's not like connected. It's just like the same basis of story.
Yeah, it's.
Is it like as quirky and kind of almost cartoony?
It's not quite that. It's got a little bit of that, but it also has a little bit of like melodramatic, like fucking Desperate Housewives thing going on.
Yeah,
you know, it kind of just goes a little, and they also have kind of like reversed all the roles.
So the leads are all the wives, and
yes, yeah, it's kind of like that. I don't know. They kind of tell their own story. I will say the cool thing is that most of the living members of the movie make some kind of a cameo, including Tom Hanks. So, cool. Yeah, it's I don't know. It was okay. It wasn't amazing, but me getting my wife to watch The Burbs and like me watching The Burbs for the first time in a million years, it was just like, you know, this movie is actually just kind of good.
Did she like The Burbs then?
She did. Yeah, she like enough to where she's like, "Oh, I'm really excited to watch the series now." I'm like, "Yeah, it's probably not going to be this good."
Yeah,
and it wasn't. But I don't know. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I have is I watched a movie last night called Eternity. On Apple TV. Have you seen this one?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a defending your life kind of a movie.
I literally felt like a spiritual successor almost to Defending Your Life.
Yeah.
Like it could be set in the same world.
Yeah, exactly the same type of movie. Good performances, I thought, for the most part. It was a little like like a woman gets married to a soldier who goes to war and dies, and then she remarries and is married to the dude for 65 years. They both die, and so it's like in the afterlife, and like the soldier has been waiting for her for 65 years, and like her husband and her kind of die at basically the same time, and it's like, does she like this weird afterlife kind of experience where you can only basically spend it with one person, and so she has to choose. I don't know. It was a little melodramatic, but like at the same time, it was kind of a charming film.
It was. I thought
I enjoyed it for like a little
stretched.
Apple production.
Yeah.
It's I like Defending Your Life, and it reminded me of that, and it was kind of a different take on that. Although like even like the Hall of Memories, like the archives or whatever was still like kind of like a Defending Your Life like copy paste. I don't know. It was good. I thought the actors were good.
Yeah, I liked the three leads, but even some of the supporting cast and stuff. Yeah, I thought I don't know if I'd say the ending was a cop out. I guess it just wasn't what I was hoping for. Do we need to take monogamy into the afterlife? Do you really want to spend eternity just with one person?
So like everybody's got their little like I don't know, like AC or whatever they call like their little like afterlife I don't know, their afterlife counselor or whatever.
Yeah.
And the one guy was just like, I think you should be with your first husband because you only got like a few minutes with him before he went off to war, and you spent 65 years with the other guy. Like you should spend your afterlife doing the thing that you didn't do in your regular life.
Yeah.
And like I was just like, I kind of get this guy's like I see where he's coming from. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Just the idea that you'd spend 65 years living with the same person in the same house on the same street, and you're like, you know what? Let's just do that for infinity. Like, you don't want to have some more adventures? Even if you're together, you can go to fucking Adventureland. You can go to just traditional heaven land. I don't know.
Traditional heaven land.
But anyway, before I turn it over to you, Reese, I also want to point out that just kind of lightly mention that I watched the entire series. I was laid up for a bit, and I will binge a series if I'm laid up
Right.
Like nothing myself. But anyway, I watched the entire Nurse Jackie series. And, God damn it. Fucking Edie Falco, man. It is a good series. It highlights addiction very well, and it also like highlights the job of a nurse very well. But the fucking ending to this series is every bit as bad as the Sopranos ending, and in a lot of ways worse. But it is like the same, and I see that I've started to watch The Mayor of Kingstown, and Edie Falco has joined the cast. There's like one season left, and I'm just like, God damn it. Is this bitch just going to fuck up every series?
Every writing room, she said, guys, hear me out.
What if we just end it with no resolution? Just everybody's looking at me strangely at the end. So, anyway, that's the last tidbit I had. You should watch the series, but you're going to be pissed off when you get the last episode.
That's a bummer.
Really?
It's always
fucking
a bummer.
really? Like, it's just like completely open-ended. Like, you don't really understand what happened. Like, and they give you no breadcrumbs. It's just like, oh my God, there's an emergency. She might be dead. Is she? Scene.
I haven't actually seen The Sopranos, but I know fully the ending, and it honestly, especially expecting it, sounds kind of like a very well done ending in retrospect. But then to do it again is just kind of like you can't.
Well, so here's the thing: trick. When watching The Sopranos, like I was an episode to episode. I watched every fucking episode live, and like when we got to the last one, or like we know it's the last episode, and like it just ends, and you're just like everybody thought their cable went out. Like literally everybody, because it just went to a black screen. It's just like, wait, what? Wait, what? Like, that's it? Because like even the ending was leading up to something. Like it was pumping up. It was like, you know, it's like it's giving you that like something's about to happen.
Right,
and then just black screen. It's like, so
nice.
What thing? Yeah. Like. Oh
yeah, I have seen.
Anyway, Nurse Jackie has got the kind of the same ending. You'll be pissed off, and I assume the Mayor of Kingstown will also. Since she's joined the cast, I figure it's cursed and it will also end poorly. Yeah,
wild. Okay, well, I'll try and give a summary of the 300 movies I've watched.
Fuck yeah.
So I have been working on watching a lot of. I'm not going to watch all of them, but when they become available, I've been working on watching the nominated films for the Oscars this year.
Right.
The Oscars are March 15th. If you're interested in watching them or waiting till the following morning and getting a recap. So I watched one. This is available on Hulu, I believe.
I just want to know if it's going to be like the Grammys and they have somebody who has like the nipple dress, like the fish hook, the fish hook.
That
nipple.
Shit is, dude.
Oh, that
I don't
Chapel
watch.
Roan. That dress was incredible.
I don't watch any of
so fucking hot.
The award shit at all.
It's like, here are my nipples and they're pierced. How do you like that?
Yeah. It's silly to me that that's such like a fucking presentation in and of itself. I've never understood.
Like just the red carpet,
yeah,
because like
that
wasn't her dress for the ceremony.
Doesn't mean
that was just the red carpet.
Yeah. It's just this ridiculous show that they put on for some reason. I've never understood that. Like, why are all these famous people
just showed up
like,
naked to this?
It's a dress-up party for these fucking people now. I don't know.
It is. That's all they can do.
Yeah.
So I watched. This was nominated for hair and makeup. The Ugly Stepsister.
Yeah.
It's basically like a horror retelling of Cinderella.
I figured.
That's kind of like, obviously it's not just that. I mean, it's even kind of hard calling it just a straight up horror movie, but it is. There's definitely horrific moments. It's a pretty disgusting movie, and it definitely deserves the hair and makeup nomination.
Nice.
I had a lot of fun. I think John especially would really like it.
Yeah. I went to check it out.
Right away, I'm thinking The Substance. Is it more or less disgusting?
It is very reminiscent of The Substance. In the grossness.
You gave me like the shortest like abbreviation of the film, and immediately my mind went to The Substance.
Yeah, not in like the flashy, sexy way, but like the gore, the gross stuff.
Yeah.
Well, at one point,
I'm uncomfortable.
Well, like I told John, there is a plot point in which to lose weight and meet like really gross body standards, she purposely swallows the egg of a tapeworm, and things proceed from there.
Jesus Christ.
It is very gross.
Yeah.
I watched. Did either of you end up getting to see the new Sam Raimi movie, Send Help?
Yeah. Yes, I did. I did not. I thought it was wonderful. I thought it was 100% right on. Like that was the perfect level of Sam Raimi.
Yes.
Really great performances. Engaging story. I thought it was.
It's
nice.
not really a horror, right? This is one of those non-horror presentations.
Well, really, but it's definitely more horrific than the average like survival movie.
Yeah,
there's like a point where she stabs, like she's killing a pig, and it's not only like bleeding to death on her, but like vomiting snot and spit on her as well.
He does his thing, you know.
Yeah, it's a Sam Raimi movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, what it felt closest to me was Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah. It felt very
the grossness of it.
Yeah, but not. And so that's an actual horror movie because of the subject matter. But I mean, this is like every horror. Like somebody getting murdered by a guy with a knife is a horror movie. You know, by default, like every slasher is a horror movie because that's all it is a guy with a knife. So like as long as there's a guy with a knife, you call it a horror movie, I guess. But no, I thought it was fucking wonderful.
Except for Chef.
Except for Chef, yeah. Except for Chef. Yeah, I'm sure there's others.
Peter Pan, he's got a knife in Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Send Help. I was very excited because it felt like a return to like Sam Raimi and not Spider-Man and franchise. Sam
Exactly.
I like his.
It made me really want him to do a sequel to fucking Darkman. Like that's what I want to see the most is a sequel to Darkman, like a good one.
Which, by the way, speaking of Sam Raimi, do you know we are getting another Evil Dead movie this year?
Yeah,
they're working on
Evil Dead
right
Burn.
Now. Yeah, Evil Dead Burn is coming out, I think, in like July.
Yeah,
and then
it's a Sam Raimi Evil Dead movie.
No, it's going to be another standalone like the last two.
Who's do you know the director?
I don't. And then
I still think Fede Alvarez did
the next one's called
one.
like Evil Dead Banshee or some shit.
Okay.
Why are they bees?
Well, the last one was Rise. So.
Oh, Wraith. Sorry. Okay,
Wraith.
so
there you
Evil
go.
Dead Burn is directed by Sebastian Venicic. The only thing I recognize is Vermins or Infested.
Oh,
do you remember that one?
Yeah, that's a good fucking movie.
Yeah,
that's a good
fucking movie.
That's a
French
movie.
So that's
hell yeah.
I don't recognize his other ones, but yeah. So that's something. And then after that,
that movie's fucking cool. Actually, that's like the coolest spider movie I've ever seen.
This one just. Vermins? Sorry, the like French title is Vermins. It's called in America. It was called Infested.
Yeah,
Infested.
Yeah.
We should watch that.
It's the coolest spider movie I've seen.
Friday night or a Saturday night.
Hell yeah,
let's get down on that.
Oh, okay. So I guess the same guy is also directing the next one. I don't know if that's correct, but
I see Fede Alvarez doing another
wrong one. Sorry.
2016, the Fede Alvarez Evil Dead was.
Okay. So the next one is called Evil Dead Wraith. And that it's already started filming, so it's coming out either late this year or early next year. And that is from the director of Last Stop in Yuma County. Did you watch that one? I watched that. Did you watch that one?
Is that with?
Oh, fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
So
that's the director.
Yeah, of the next one.
Yeah.
So like crime drama type.
Yeah.
Like kind of all set in one
diner.
Yeah.
It's an interesting lineup for directors for these. That's
written and directed by him, and he wrote and directed Yuma County. So that's pretty cool.
For him doing an Evil Dead, huh?
Yeah,
that's fucking interesting.
It's gonna be a real talky Evil Dead, I bet. Yeah, it seems like that's kind of the path we're on now is just fun little standalone Evil Dead movies, which I think is kind of perfect.
No, I do. I dig it. They've been good.
I feel like I can, if we're gonna get a bunch of those, I can be more objective towards them.
Oh yeah,
like
for
not
sure.
having to like measure each one against.
Yeah.
Like if we're gonna get 1,000,000 of them, like fuck it, let's do it.
Well, and I think it's nice because we've already got the penultimate version of like the classic Evil Dead, which was Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Like the best that Ash Evil Dead could be was pretty much that. Like that was perfect for what it was. It was fantastic.
That series, honestly. That was so
and I heard some talk about an animated thing a little while ago.
That'd
be
fun.
They could do that as much as they want to do too, and it would be fucking just as good.
Yeah. I watched. Speaking of Sam Raimi, I just got one of his older movies on 4K, A Simple Plan.
A Simple Plan?
It's Billy Bob Thornton and
I've
Bill
seen
Paxton.
That one.
I haven't seen that one.
Honestly, it might be my favorite Billy Bob Thornton performance. He's always kind of there for me. He stands out occasionally, but for the most part, I'm never like watching a movie for Billy Bob Thornton. But I thought he really owned his performance.
He was born to play his role in Landman.
I think when he's good. I mean, fucking Sling Blade.
Sling Blade is
Sling Blade might be one to watch
not him,
soon
though.
for me.
He becomes somebody else for that.
Well, yeah, but that's a performance, and that's what's it's good. No, he's actually good.
I've always been.
He doesn't always do good shit.
If you've never seen the movie Pushing 10,
I think I have.
So Pushing 10 is him with I can't remember. It's escaping right now. With Angelina Jolie and anyway, it's him and another dude, and they're like, oh god, that's so stupid. Like, I can't think of this right. Like High Fidelity, John Cusack. Yeah, John Cusack. So like, they're air traffic controllers in Pushing 10, which is, I think, pretty much widely known as the most like suicidal job. It's got the highest suicide rate of any job, and they're kind of like rivals at this airport. And dude, the movie is fucking incredible. Highly recommend if you've never seen it.
I think I have, but it would have been like adjacent, mom watching it or something, But.
So yeah, that's a very different kind of Sam Raimi.
Yeah, that sounds different. I like Bill Paxton too, like a lot.
It's I would put it like in the same genre as like No Country for Old Men, or Fargo.
Yeah.
So like a kind of modern western,
western crime gone wrong type of normal person stumbling into something terrible.
I love a modern western. I think that's like.
Yeah. Oh, it is. I watched it
pretty sweet.
Right in the middle of some of the big snow we were getting, and it is such a snowy movie, and it takes place in like the Midwest. It was like perfect timing.
Nice.
It's it could be set in Warsaw. It is like that kind of stuff.
I did watch a Minnesotan crime drama just yesterday, actually. It just got put on Netflix. I forgot about that one. It was very fun. Same kind of thing. Felt very Fargo-y, and it's fun seeing. It's fun. That's one thing that's charming about Fargo. Like, it's fun seeing that shit set in like the fucking Minnesotan. Like, oh geez, oh darn it, some dude's fucking head's blown open over here on the ground. Like, oh darn it.
I went on a work trip recently, like where a lot of the people I work with from all over the country. We met in New Jersey, but like one of the ladies I met there, she's like, "Have you met this?" I'm not gonna say his name, but the other dude we work with, like I know him from like emails and shit. Or have you met this guy yet? I'm like, no, I've never met him. And she's like, man, he's crazy. He's from northern Minnesota, and he says "oh" like all the time.
Yeah,
he's like every time he's like "oh," like man, that's great. I want to meet this guy.
Those Minnesotans.
Yeah, Simple Plan. Sorry. I did get to see the new Wuthering Heights. I don't know if either of you were even interested.
I actually do want to watch it, yeah.
I'll say, if you didn't
that interested.
Saltburn, because the same director, if you didn't like Saltburn, I don't think you'll like Wuthering Heights.
I liked Saltburn.
But it is like even more dramatic and over the top. The sets are like
it's
gorgeous.
It's another one of those movies that's been remade a million times.
Yeah, but this one I feel like is going for something. It's just like going for a vibe and not like let's. I get so annoyed whenever it's not the book.
Yeah,
they did it different from the book. It's like, okay, there's 10 other versions of the movie. Yeah. Go watch one of them. I'm sure for sure.
One of them is the book.
The book was 800 pages.
Well, and also it's some old
is
Victorian romance.
Again, it's a movie that's been done like dozens of times. You shouldn't want them to do the same thing.
Not the movie.
You should want to spice it up, man.
If a series isn't the same as the book, you have the right to complain.
Yeah.
But like when you're literally taking like an 800-page piece of work
condensing it to
120-page screenplay, you're gonna have to cut out like 70% of that shit at the least.
Yeah.
Well, and also like
people don't understand
if it's a book that's like never been put to film before, and then the first thing somebody does is make it completely different. Then I get that. That's annoying.
Sure.
You want to see an adaptation of the story. But when it's something that's been done so many times.
Yeah, oh yeah. You have to roll with it.
Why do you want to see it done the same way again? That's so fucking boring.
That's also like the most annoying phrase to me is like, the book was better.
The book was better. Yeah. It's not accurate.
I do want to watch that movie actually. My mom and my sister watched a lot of romance shit, so like I don't mind.
Yeah.
That specifically that they were big on like Jane Eyre, like that era of romance stuff. So
it's a gorgeous movie. I loved all the performances, the set. Not only are they not going for like a period accurate look, they're not necessarily going for like a realistic look.
Right.
There's a fireplace at one point that's like literally just hundreds of like ceramic hands building up towards the ceiling.
Yeah, just pure
one
drama.
One of the dresses
in every
is literally
effect.
like plastic.
Kind
and
of
it's
basically fantasy vibe. Almost,
yeah, almost like the Romeo plus Juliet.
Yeah.
I mean, not, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
But I really, really liked it. Great performances. I recommend it. I think it's still playing.
Right on.
I'm starting to watch because I have the Criterion box set. Started the Samurai series Lone Wolf and Cub.
Never heard of that one.
I watched. It's a big inspiration for the Mandalorian because the entire movie is just this unbeatable samurai carrying around this little baby.
Right.
And then in like literally a baby cart at times.
Right.
But it's like a bloody samurai movie.
That sounds kind of cool, actually. Dude, I love fucking samurai shit.
It's also pretty great because here's the title of all the movies. This is the one I watched, Sword of Vengeance, and then it's Baby Cart at the River Styx, Baby Cart to Hades, Baby Cart in Peril, Baby Cart in the Land of Demons, and White Heaven in Hell.
White Heaven in Hell.
So it's a pretty badass series. I'm very excited to watch more of them. Maybe I can pass on the box set to one of you guys when I'm done if you want to give it a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds awesome. I love that shit.
I did get to go to theater and watch an unpixelated version of Zootopia 2.
I also got to see that movie. I saw the first Zootopia with my wife. She's really into animated family kind of comedies like that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
very fun.
Some people I feel like had said it was better than the first one, and I think the first one's much more solid as far as storytelling goes.
I think that's true, but I think it's mostly due to the fact that like the dynamics of the two main characters like develop in the first movie, and like that's always going to be a little more charming.
Yeah.
Whereas like maybe the mystery itself was a little better in the sequel, but like you didn't have to overcome those same dynamics.
Did you guys ever play and this was maybe a little after your time, but the PS2 games Sly Cooper?
I never got around to playing.
No, but it actually kind of reminded me of Conker's Bad Fur Day. It was an N64 game where it was about an alcoholic squirrel that wakes up in a kind of fantasy world and he's hungover and doesn't remember how to get home, and he broke up with his girlfriend the night before, and he's destined to get back to her and make things right. Anyway, it kind of gave me a vibe.
It gave me vibes of Sly Cooper, which made me think it would be cool to see an animated Sly Cooper movie because it's a fun heist movie with all animal characters
for sure.
And stuff.
Now there's a lot of those more. There's a lot of those more fun games from early PlayStation or mid PlayStation. They'd make a lot of games with great
Jack and Daxter. Did you ever play that stuff?
Yeah.
Great shit.
He's got him working at the shop.
I did another Oscar catch-up stuff. I watched Blue Moon. This is the Ethan Hawke movie directed by Richard Linklater. It's kind of
they got back together again.
Team back together. It's
is she in it?
No, she's not. But it does have a pretty great cast. It's all kind of set in the one bar. And over the course of one night, as I can't remember the names, but he is the one half of the duo of Rogers and Hammerstein, but the guy he worked with before Hammerstein.
Right.
And it's the night Oklahoma is coming out, and it's just this character, Lorenz Hart, Ethan Hawke's character, just going from person to person in the bar, just rambling about all of his stories and his. It's just solid dialogue, and I
feel like I would like this.
You will like it. It's great.
I like the other the Delpy and Ethan Hawke.
Dude, I love Ethan
trilogy.
Hawke.
Richard Linklater, man.
I tell you what, John, you should check this out. It's definitely high dialogue and very drama. But
well, I mean, that's good shit.
It's but there was a 3-film thing that each film was shot exactly a decade apart, and it was with Julie Delpy and Ethan Hawke, and directed by Richard Linklater. And
I think I've heard you talk about it before. Yeah.
Before sunrise, before sunset, before sunrise, and before midnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect trilogy. It's pretty
but
great.
like they are all extremely dialogue heavy.
Yeah, and this is very. You forget how great of just a solid filmmaker Richard Linklater is. Really enjoyed it. This is on Netflix right now. I think Ethan Hawke's nominated for best lead, and I think it might also be nominated for best picture.
Ethan Hawke's the shit, dude.
Yeah, he's great in it. He's playing, I guess, a very famously short person. Like, I think he's literally supposed to be like 5'2", and they do it all in like in-camera tricks and stuff. It's not like digital or anything.
Nice.
It's occasionally
that's cool.
Very funny to see Ethan, who I assume Ethan Hawke's like probably about 6 feet.
Yeah.
And he's literally like looking up to Margaret Qualley.
Yeah.
But he really owns the role. I really liked it. And then I watched If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
I've been wanting to watch that. I haven't yet.
Oof. This is, I would say, imagine Uncut Gems, but it's just literally a woman trying to go through a day, like survive, and everyone just keeps getting in her way for the stupidest shit. It is so stressful.
It's very high on my list. It pops up
because it's on HBO right now. Yeah, that's why I got HBO.
That day when I watched 4 movies, it kept trying to get away.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a name.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a great title.
That's a hell of a title.
That's a great title.
That immediately makes me want to watch that movie.
And it really does. Fantastic, just nonstop, so stressful. I was just anxious the whole movie, and a lot of it is like, I mean, it starts off with her getting a giant hole.
Rose Byrne. I feel like she's like hit or miss for. I feel like not everybody loves her.
I feel like I can't even remember the last time I saw her as a lead in something. She's she's often in that supporting.
She's in that like Apple sitcom with
Seth Rogen.
With Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
Platonic. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. But no, she's great. I could see her winning this year. Wrap it up. Yeah, that's about the gist of what I've been watching.
Some good stuff.
Watching other shorts and documentaries that were nominated. There's a lot of them are easier to watch than normal.
Yeah.
A lot of them are on YouTube or Netflix.
What's your favorite for Best Picture?
I mean, it's got to be One Battle After Another. I think that's the shoe-in. I haven't watched anything better. And when I rewatched it, I was like, God damn, this is better than I remember.
All right, we'll put it on the board. I think Sinners is going to win.
I think I think
I feel like they're finally going to get over the horror stigma, and Sinners is going to win everything.
I think Richard Linklater is going to get Best Director. I'm sorry, not Richard Linklater. Paul Thomas Anderson is going to get Best Director for One Battle, and then Sinners is going to get Best Picture. That's what I think.
Okay.
Or it could be switched, but I think one will get Best Picture and one will get Best Director.
I think you're right though. I think PTA get the Best Director, and it just makes
sense. Sinners
does he have one?
I don't think he does. He doesn't have a Best Picture, so I don't think he's got a Best Directing. I'd have to Google it.
Yeah.
PTA Oscars.
I mean, if he didn't win it for like Boogie Nights, then he doesn't have one because that's like.
I need to watch.
It's one of the best directorial.
Or
how have we not picked Boogie Nights yet?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've watched so much shit.
No,
I keep thinking of things I watched. Another one, because you mentioned Boogie Nights and William H. Macy. I watched Train Dreams.
Oh yeah, that's up for Best Picture.
And that was fucking wonderful.
Train Dreams.
It's wonderful scaling historical drama.
Okay.
Just like goddamn. Yeah. It was good.
That was it had very similar vibes to Ghost Story. Did you ever see that one?
I did not see that one. No, Train Dreams was very. Just
oh no! It also had the cinematography reminded me a lot of the assassination of Jesse James. Kind of that, a lot of almost like fisheye lens type of fogginess.
Yeah,
like, felt like real lenses and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Paul Thomas Anderson has been nominated.
So it reminded you of Casey Affleck, is what you're telling me.
I mean, Joel Edgerton I think Joel Edgerton is actually in Assassination of Jesse James. Maybe that's why it reminded me.
Right.
I think he's one of the supporting. He might be. Paul Thomas Anderson has been nominated for 14 Oscars, but he's never won any, and that's for like.
He'll get a lifetime achievement in the form of, we gave you this one, but then Sinners is going to win everything else.
Yeah. Let's hope.
But yeah, that's what we've been watching.
All right.
And now it's your turn, audience. Write in, tell us what you've been watching.
Yeah, we want to know. But if you have nothing, then Reese is going to tell you what you should go to theater to see.
Yes.
They're disappearing. Even in our own town, I hear our theater is going away forever.
Don't know yet.
So I've talked with him a bit,
apartments.
And like what's his name comes into Magic. He has said that the plan right now is to sell it to someone who will continue to run it as a theater. Ultimately, they can't really have a say in it. Like someone could even promise, like, yeah, I'm going to do it, but it's not legally binding. So the hope is that they will sell it to someone who will
keep it alive. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Mm-hmm. See if we get lucky. Coming to theaters this week, the returning hits, and there's a lot we have not talked about on the podcast because we've been gone for so long. But it looks like Iron Lung is still playing in Warsaw, so nice. I would recommend going to see that. Okay. It's got a 9:40 showing on Friday. Send Help is still in theaters too, so you can even catch that one. Zootopia 2 is still in theaters. Something called Solo Mio. It's got Kevin James in it. Mercy, which is the new Crisp Rat movie. It's just all about evil AI, but it looks so boring. I think it's literally the entire movie. I think is Crisp Rat.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it. It looks like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like.
I could see the idea being done well, but it does not look like it's done well.
It doesn't.
Don't worry, or Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is still playing.
See it.
I'm hoping to see it again. Wuthering Heights is still playing. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing that again also. Goat, new animated movie, not from Disney.
It's Steph Curry.
Yeah.
It's like...
Is the character a goat?
Yes.
Okay.
And he wants to be the greatest of all time.
It's basically produced by an NBA player, and like I think the main character is kind of modeled after him, and I think he might do a voice or something, but kind of like Space Jam, but modern day, and I think it's supposed to be better than Space Jam and anything Space Jam related.
It's the same animation studio as Across the Spider-Verse, so I almost wanted to see it just for the animation.
If I gave a shit about sports, it might ring true for me.
But I mean, Space Jam's fun. I don't care a shit. I don't care a shit. I don't give a shit about basketball. I can only imagine 2 is playing in Warsaw. It's a sequel to a biopic.
Yeah,
I know that's crazy. As crazy as that sounds, we are getting a sequel to The Social Network this year. But just saying it's a sequel to a biopic is just cartoonish.
Yeah.
Scream 7 is coming to theaters.
I've seen the trailer twice, which means I've seen the entire movie.
It looks so lazy.
I think the franchise is officially probably on the way out. I don't think this one's.
I think Thanksgiving is a better horror film.
Oof.
Having seen Thanksgiving once and Scream 7 twice, I would say that Thanksgiving is slightly better.
And then the other thing coming is very odd. Baz Luhrmann has an Elvis documentary coming to theater. It's like apparently like half documentary, half concert movie. Maybe he just really loved because he directed the Elvis movie that came out a couple years ago. I guess he just really fucking loved making a movie about Elvis and decided to do it.
That happens sometimes. Like James Cameron got obsessed with the water, like throughout his directing.
Yeah, so I don't know. It might actually be cool. Like we talked about it. It would be cool to see one of these older documentary or concerts like really remastered.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like, I don't know, seeing Elvis in fucking 4K.
I've never listened to Elvis, so
I'd
I guess
probably go,
be...
honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, I can get down on some Elvis, actually.
Yeah.
I like some Elvis.
Might be worth it.
Yeah, it's called Epic Elvis Presley in Concert.
All right.
Oh, Epic stands for Elvis Presley in Concert. I just got that. That's crazy. But yeah, honestly, there is some great films to see in theaters right now. You've got choices.
Yeah.
You've got genre choices. I mean, Iron Lung, Send Help, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, Wuthering Heights, and Epic.
No, it seems movies have been pretty well rounded for the last couple of years. I feel.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's only February, and I'm already feeling like this is a good year for film.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna
Yeah.
be hard for anything to surpass that movie for me yet.
Yeah. I'm
a lot
excited
of
for it.
vibes of Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not as good as that though. That
No,
movie's
I mean,
amazing.
it's hard to.
That movie's fucking
How do you
amazing.
come
That
even
movie's
close,
crazy. All right.
I guess we're to the end of the episode where John Brown, I think it's your turn. It's
Yeah.
been a long time.
Yeah.
You've been waiting on this pick.
I've been hemming and hawing,
Probably
man.
changed a few times.
I have so many things I want to do.
This has been episode 66. And
Ooh, 3 more
wait,
episodes.
is that right?
A big one.
Hold on. Yes, this has been episode 66, and John Brown is now going to pick the movies for
Wait a minute.
episode
Okay,
67.
67, 68. I get the picks for 69.
Oh.
Yeah.
There better be so much. Like, dude, if
Right.
Boogie Nights is not one of your picks, you've done it wrong.
Shit. Yeah, I've been thinking of quite a few things. I've been set on some things, but I actually just thought of a really fun one this episode for some 90s movies from what we were talking about earlier. But man, yeah, I don't know. I'm just so up in the air. I want to roll dice or something, but I guess I got to be more professional than that.
Well, you can roll dice. You got a dice on you?
Actually, you know what? That would be kind
There's
of
a
fun.
dice right there.
There's a 6-sided dice.
What do you think?
Oh.
Whoa.
So the question is, though, do you have 6 movies that you're rolling for, or
Yeah,
6
what are we
double
rolling
features?
dice for?
No, 3 double features.
3 double features.
Oh,
Okay.
3
double
double
features.
features. So
So-
you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put the 3
Well,
in order.
Yeah, so yeah,
And roll the
1, 2,
dice.
3, 4, 5, 6.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's see.
Or just pick.
No, I'm undecided.
It's all the dice.
Let fate
It's all the
decide.
dice.
Ladies
I'm
and
gotta
gentlemen,
do it.
we have a
Yeah.
dice roll.
All right.
Roll the goddamn dice.
Wait, it's Dogville and Antichrist? What the hell?
All right. We ended up with what my initial was.
What'd you
for
roll?
A long time, huh?
What'd you
A
roll?
2.
Okay, that's important to me.
Yeah, it was a 2. And we got Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Cool World.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, man, it's been
I've been
way
wanting
too
to do
long
that
since I
fucking
watched
double
Roger
feature
Rabbit.
for like 2 years now. It came in my mind. Just thought it'd be super cool. We get a Ralph Bakshi movie under our belt too, and
Yeah. I think I have Roger Rabbit on Blu-ray, but I think Cool World I have on Voodoo. So
sweet.
if
Yeah,
anyone wants the
I dig it. That's
yeah.
a dope.
I've been
yeah.
thinking about that one
dope-ass
for a
combo.
while. So
Some Brad Pitt.
yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
I'm into it. All right. That'll do it for episode, whatever one I said this was.
66.
66.
Watch movies.
All right. Peace out, bitches.